Hello everybody, Vortex Gaming here, and welcome back to episode number 4, I believe now, of the Hero Challenge, and we are still in the Scottish 2nd Division with Berwick, somehow. I mean, we're supposed to be getting promoted, but we're in 9th. It's all cool. We're fine. They're still 52% happy with me in charge, which... you know, can't complain. They're not very happy about our performance in the league, though. Right, speaking of that, the last game you saw us in was East Fife, where we lost 2-1. I felt we were a little bit unlucky. But anyway, then we beat Devon Vale 3-2. Goals coming from Darren Lavery and a brace from Ryan Nisbet. A 2-1 defeat to Montrose then, unfortunately. Again, a goal from Ryan Nisbet, then a 0-0 draw against Stirling, a 2-1 defeat to Annan Athletic with another goal from Ryan Nisbet, and then a 5-1 thrashing of Clyde with a hat-trick from Ryan Nisbet and goals from Darren Lavery and Craig Byrne. I do actually need to praise Nisbet. Right then, so you may notice team looks a little bit different than normal. We had a team meeting where the players said basically, you know, we're not happy with the way you're managing us. We want you to change tactics. So we did. And I went with this, and now my fullbacks are unhappy. Obviously, because, because we don't use fullbacks anymore. I'm toying with the idea of training them to play right wing. The problem is, actually, Ewan McNeil's not that old, and he's improving nicely. He is improving nicely. So actually, we're going to train him as a right back, as a right midfielder. Sorry, because with that crossing, right. So the team then for today's game against League One Forfar in the Scottish Cup second round. So in goal we've got Kevin Walker. Defence, Johnny Fairbairn, Kieran Ainsley and Josh Kerr. Finn Graham, Steve Notman, Craig Byrne and Dwayne Coltress and Michael McKenna make up the midfield. And up front we've got our current top scorer Ryan Nisbet and Darren Lavery. Right, so, yes, this may be a difficult game. I'm not expecting a win, although it'd be nice. If that ball was a little bit softer, Nisbet may have been able to get on the end of that. Right, Campbell with the corner for Forfar, and Travis meets it, and that's hit the post and hit the back of Walker's head. That was a close call. Right, Graham, Notman. We're in a good position here. McKenna on the edge of the box. He's got 2 men ahead of him. He plays it behind him to Notman. That's a good little ball into Graham, and Ryan Nisbet has only gone and scored again. The low knee, I think he's a low knee anyway. He has been incredible. Is he a low knee? Let's find out. Okay. So McKenna plays it back to Notman. That's a nice little ball from Notman into Graham. And that is a cool, calm, collected finish from Ryan Nisbet. He is on loan from Ayr United. He's not that good, but he's very, very fast. McKenna. Michael McKenna plays it forward. Graham plays it forward, sorry, not McKenna. McKenna played it sideways. Anyway, here's Campbell. O'Brien back to Dunlop. Dunlop with the long ball forward. Ainsley picks that up easily and plays the long ball forward of his own into Lavery. Here's Michael McKenna. Plays it back to Byrne. Now, we've got number 5 on the right-hand side, who's in acres of space, as was Dwayne Coltress. And we decided to play it to neither. And now Forfar can counter-attack here, potentially. Wardrop on the right-hand side. Long ball forward for Allen. Ainsley doesn't deal with it. And here's Swanky. Then number 9 is through. And Denham. That's a good save from Kevin Walker. Right, Campbell with the free kick. This is dangerous. O'Brien hits the post. And Johnny Fairbairn with a clearance. That was a bit too close. Right, Allen for Forfar coming forward with the ball now. I'd like number 8 to put a challenge in. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Byrne. Go give up your day job at the nuclear power plant. McKenna plays it left to Dwayne Coltress. Now, Yes, that's what I was just going to say. If we could play it into Lavery, we'd be in a good position. Right, here's Craig Byrne again. Stephen Notman, who's been complaining about lack of first-team football. Dwayne Coltrus, also complaining about lack of first-team football, plays a brilliant ball into Ryan Nisbet, and Nisbet missed the chance there to make it 2-0. I think he may have actually missed the ball. Graham with the corner, that's played in, and Josh Kerr powers a header at goal, apparently. Yeah, well, it looked more like a flick on. Campbell with the ball into the box. Stephen Notman will pick that up, and could we counter here? Ross Graham with the ball forward. It's intercepted by Black, but Nisbet will be first to it. He's got two men to his left. He finds Graham, who finds Notman. And here's Graham. Finn Graham. Apparently he can play right midfield. Michael McKenna. Ryan Nisbet. Nisbet's got McKenna and Lavery. Well, yes, that's why I wasn't celebrating. I personally actually felt he was onside. We'll find out from the highlight here, as the ball is played in by Michael McKenna. Yes, he is a good yard or two off. Campbell. This will be a long throw for Forfar. Forfar. Oh no. Right. O'Brien could whip a ball in. Plays it into Black. Black could whip a ball in. He does. Denham. Well. Not stopping that, are we, Kevin Walker? To be fair, that in 2D looked like a fantastic goal. In 3D, possibly not so much. You can see Black plays the ball in there. He has been completely unmarked, Denham. And, yeah, that's a good goal. That's a good goal. There's nothing we could do about that. Well, there is. We could have marked Denham. But you see, that's the problem with only playing three at the back. Anyway, half-time. I'm waffling on, so editing may not be as good in this one. Okay then, so we begin the second half. We've played pretty well, in all honesty. I think we can be proud of our performance so far today. Against the team in the league above, we're struggling with teams in our division. So, yeah. Right. Gonna make a change. We're gonna bring on Paul Quinn for Darren Lavery. Darren Lavery not had the best of games. 6.3. That's gonna be a warning. He didn't get. Did he get? No, he can't have got the assist. Let's find out. Stats, assists. Oh no, that's seasonal assists, isn't it? Right. Hang on, just let me find the right one. Right. Not sure how you do that. I'm fairly sure. No, our assist came from. I think was it McKenna? Could have been McKenna. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna bring on Paul Quinn. We're also gonna take off Kieran Ainsley. No, we're not, because okay, Stephen Notman can drop back into centre back, and we shall bring on. Put Finn Graham into there, and we shall bring on Rafa Malaga. There we go. Knew what I was doing in the end. Right. So 15 minutes left. We're gonna just make some slight changes. McKenna's gonna go on to advanced playmaker attack, and Coltrus is also going to go on attack. Although we could be leaving ourselves vulnerable here, I'm going to bring on Sean Neal for Graham and switch him out with McKenna. Oh no, that's a terrible idea, Aaron. Terrible idea. How is Michael McKenna looking? Okay, he's on a 7.1 though. I don't really want to take him off, especially for Sean Neal. Play Henderson on for Nisbet? No, because Nisbet's our top goal scorer at the minute. See, I knew I shouldn't have done this. Right, there we go. Ross Drummond can come on for Dwayne Coltrus. There we go. That's the change. That's the change we're going to make. Whether or not it works, who knows? Right, Campbell with the corner for Forfar. And oh, he's completely unmarked. Why are we not marking? Both goals. Right. My problem here, both goals come from poor marking. I mean, who is that? No, not that. Not Notman. Right, the player that's complaining about lack of first team football costs us a goal because of poor marking. Oh, that's annoying. Right. Anyway, we do have a chance now. I've kind of waffled on in this video, in this game. So, yeah, we may not be cutting much out of this. Ross Drummond, anyway, finds Michael McKenna. McKenna into Paul Quinn. Oh, why did you not pull it back across goal? Right, well, that's it. And even though we lost, I'm not disheartened because, as mentioned previously, more than likely, more than once, we actually didn't. Apparently, Davin Lavery had a 6.4. Let's just say they were unlucky. They were unlucky. I'm going to tell Kieran Ainsley that his performance wasn't good enough, though. You deserve to come off. Okay, he's demotivated. But at the end of the day, that's my standard. I feel anything below 6.4 is not good enough. But anyway, yeah, I'm fairly happy with the result. I mean, we were against the team in the division above. We didn't get outplayed, and I felt that if we'd have marked well, if we'd have marked better, we would have won this game. Right then, so on to the second game. We're playing Arbroath, who are second in the division. And if you follow me on Twitter during my previous Berwick save, you will remember, or you may remember, I don't know if you definitely do remember, but you may remember that we actually left Berwick, said we weren't going back to Scotland, and then joined Arbroath, who were first at the time. I say at the time because when I accidentally deleted that save, we may have been 4th or 5th. Can't remember. Right, so today's game, we've promoted a couple of players up from the reserves. So Charlie Denton is one of those. He's not fantastic, but he's got decent physicals, and he could do a job for us at left back if we had a left back. But he could do a job for us in left midfield or central midfield. So really, it made sense to bring him in, to bring him up, as we are quite short on central midfield, as he says, as he finds another central midfielder. David Banjo, he's not been in the reserves, but he's not been getting picked. I'm not 100% sure why, but there we go. I'm gonna put Banjo on the bench. Also, David Morris gets promoted back to the first team. He's not unhappy anymore. So, yeah, something seems to have happened. But anyway, he's actually played quite well this season. So, yeah, not sure what happened there. But anyway, the lineup to face Arbroath then. In goal is Kevin Walker. In the defence, it's that trio again of Johnny Fairbairn, Kieran Ainsley and Josh Kerr. In the midfield, it's David Morris, Craig Byrne, Finn Graham, Dwayne Coltrus and Michael McKenna, and up top are Ryan Nisbet and Darren Lavery as per usual. I have noticed a crackling sound when I record. It's not a crackling sound that I can hear when I record, but when I listen to myself back, it's just crackling, and I don't know what to do about it. So, you know, if anyone's out there that can help us, hit me up. Right, well, this has been the most boring half I have ever sat through. Nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened. That is going to save time when I come to edit. Nothing happened. Right, in all seriousness, though, we've actually been the better team, in my opinion. We've had 2 shots on target compared to Arbroath's none. Funnily enough, neither of them were highlights, which I don't really understand. But anyway, we're going to work the ball into the box, and we're going to play out of defence. We're also going to float crosses. Yeah, we'll see how that does. Right, corner. Finn Graham, to take it. That's a penalty by David Gold. Well, it's a foul by David Gold. And that's a penalty for Berwick Rangers. Well, this would be a massive win. I think it's going to be Darren Lavery to take it. He's quite a good penalty taker, if I remember rightly. In before he misses. So yeah, let's see if Darren Lavery can put the Rangers 1-0 up. He can, and Berwick Rangers take the lead against second place Arbroath. Well, who saw this coming? Darren Lavery steps up, cool as a cucumber. That is a very, very cool finish. Right, so there is 15 minutes to go. I'm going to bring on David Banjo in midfield. And I'm going to put him in that defending role. Just because I think he's a better defensive midfielder than Finn Graham is. Speaking of Finn Graham, I think I want to take him off. I'm going to take him off for Steve Notman. I think I said in the I do think I said in the last video that I shouldn't be playing Notman, but he is actually, when you look at him, a very good player. So for that reason, we brought him in as the defensive central midfielder. We're also going to bring on. We have no defenders. We've done it again. We've got no centre backs on the bench. I don't want to put Notman in centre back. I know I just said that he's a very good defensive player, but I don't think he suits the centre back role. Right, we're going to leave it at that. Although now I think about it, I am slightly concerned that I've just taken off both central midfielders. I've essentially just changed the core of the team. Right, Ainsley wins the tackle. McKenna wins the ball back, and Ryan Nisbet. Oh, Nisbet unselfishly gives the ball to Darren Lavery, who's missed. Oh, no, he hasn't. Wow. Darren Lavery has scored a goal from open play. Well, I never. 2-0 to Berwick Rangers, and we could be saving our season here. A 2-0 win against second-placed Arbroath. Who saw this coming? And it's not like we've been lucky either. 6 shots on target, 2 clear-cut chances, compared to Arbroath's none. Right. Lynn into gold. This is surely going to be the end of the game. This would be a fantastic clean sheet as well. Davidson now, and there we go. Referee blows the full-time whistle, and we've beaten Arbroath 2-0 away from home. That is a massive result. That actually is a sensational result. Michael McKenna with an 8.4 needs praising. Unfortunately, we do stay in 9th because of our poor start to the season, but we may be coming into form now. We've won our last 2 league games. We beat Clyde 5-1? And we've just beat Arbroath 2-0. Unfortunately, we do have Elgin City now. But there we have it. Blackburn have sacked Tim Sherwood. Tempting. Medina, they're in the second division. But anyway, I'm not actually looking to move at the minute. These last couple of games I've actually quite enjoyed. Even this one, the 2-1 defeat to Forfar, because I know what the problem was in that game was our marking. I'm actually feeling pretty optimistic about the second half of the season, which is coming up soon. I'm not 100% sure when. But anyway, that is going to be it for this episode, guys. If you liked the video, then please leave a like and let us know what you think of the video in the comment section down below. And yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.